you'll love your life and you'll be successful. And at a young age, it's really wonderful to think about the American dream. And with Kamala and Joe, I took him out. We had a debate, and the debate didn't go so well for him. And they sort of, what they did, it was really a coup of somebody. He had 14 million votes. He had it. And all of a sudden they went to him and they said, we don't want you running anymore. And it's sort of like a prize fight from my standpoint. Here, you're focused on this one man.
Right.
And all of a sudden you're fighting somebody else. But she's actually worse than he is. And you're starting to see that. I think people are going to see that it's going to be very evident. So go out. We want the American dream. We're going to give you the American dream, and you're going to be real happy. Thank you.
I have another question. And again, Mr. President, I'm not really fully into politics, but I'm getting there, and I do want to make this very clear as well. Now that it's on my mind. Back when I was I went to high school in California. Okay, right. And a lot of the teachers were basically at the time. This is your first term. They were telling me how horrible of a person you are and all these things. And the teachers, you're not supposed to do that. It's inappropriate to have.
He's a rat bastard. What if he becomes president and then becomes a dictator? He's like, Aiden, who were the teachers that told you that I was a bad person? Why are you asking that, Mr. Trump? Well, Aiden, I just want to have a conversation with you. And when he has the conversation, they end up in a lot of white politicians are not too far off from H to the Izzo, if you know what I'm saying.
Have teachers, discuss politics in school, but it's becoming really normal for a lot of teachers. And you're a kid. When you're a kid, your brain is like a sponge.
Sure, that's true.
So I want to know what your thoughts on that. Kind of the corruption in the school system in a way. They're teaching some pretty bad stuff in there.
He is a snitch, a rat, and also a liar. I doubt any teachers was talking to him like that. He's a liar. He's also a reverse snitch. He's snitching on people he don't even need to snitch on.
It's been brainwashed to a certain extent. Even the teachers have been brainwashed. They've learned from a long time. This is long before me. This liberal way, or now they call it progressive. They don't like the term liberal. You're not allowed to use that anymore, so I usually use it. But this liberal way that they have, and it's a bad thing for the country. We want to have borders. We want to have low taxes. We want to have great schools, really, great schools, so you can go and learn and be successful and have a wonderful life and all of that. But we want to have a good military so we can protect ourselves,
of course,
from some bad players. You got some bad players out there. And it's interesting, during my 4 years we had no war, other than we had nothing. Everybody was afraid we're going to have wars. And just the opposite. North Korea, I remember Barack Obama was telling me, the biggest problem we have is North Korea. I didn't have a problem with North Korea.
No.
Big nuclear presence, I didn't have a problem. The only war we had was already started long ago, and that was ISIS, and I defeated them in a very short amount of time.
I remember.
Very quickly. Yep. And we had no wars under the Trump administration, and that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. It was, I think, 82 years since that's happened. And we won't have wars again, but we could have a war before we even get there. That's the problem. We have a number of months. We have 4 months, and the election's starting very soon, and I guess 5 months before you actually get in. And a lot of damage can be done in 5 months by incompetent people. We have very incompetent people right now. And I'm not saying that out of happiness. I'm saying that out of sadness, because our country's in tremendous danger, not only of stock market crashes or depressions or whatever it may be. It's a tremendous military danger. We have Israel's blowing up, the Middle East is blowing up, Russia's going wild with Ukraine. And things are out of control, and we have nobody that knows how to talk. We have nobody that knows. I was watching when Russia was thinking about going in, and they never would have done it with me. They never, and they didn't. But they never, after I got in, they started loading up the border. I thought he was doing it for negotiation purposes. And Biden said all of the wrong things, everything wrong. And ultimately,
you see how he says the most minimal things. I'm not saying to not vote for him. I'm just saying know who you're voting for. He's only said he's done everything wrong. He said everything wrong. And that it wouldn't have happened on his term. Or during his term. it would have. Also, the taxes. Let's get to the taxes.